Hey everybody, we're here. Do something we ain't done in a long time. I'm going to do a food review here. I'm going to take this off. I'm sitting in the parking lot. We're here at the Armory Smokehouse here in Ironton, Ohio. I've ate here a few times. This is my first time trying their pulled pork barbecue sandwich. I was craving one. I was hoping that Fat Boy Q was set up somewhere. He's not. All the road work they're doing and building the dumb roundabouts and the stuff, whenever they said it would reduce something to do with traffic, but or less wrecks or something. But if people can't even figure out how to start and stop at a red light, how are they going to figure out how to switch lanes and merge and give the right of way to somebody else? Because we have cloverleaf on and off ramps here, and the people getting off that have to slow down to go around a 20-mile-an-hour cloverleaf will gun it to get in front of the person trying to get up to speed to 55, just to make them slam on their brakes and then them barely make the cloverleaf, all because they think they have the right of way. I guess technically they're on the major road, so there might be an argument for that. But if you're a person with any common sense, any respect for another person at all, you would never gun it to get in front of someone just to hit your brake. So, I know we're doing a food review. That's just a little thing in my head that will point out to whether somebody's an aggressive driver, a self-centered driver, or just a jerk. So, those are the three things it could be if you're the type of person that speeds up just to get in front of somebody to slow down. That's who you are. It's okay, we all aren't perfect, but maybe you should learn from that. Anyways, let's get back to the food review. We are here. I got their smoked mac and cheese. Turn the AC down a little bit so you don't hear the roar. I assumed, and it's my fault for assuming, that, there would maybe be a little bit of coleslaw here. Let's just aim you down here so you can see it. I got an extra barbecue sauce. Here is, they cram it in there. That's their smoked mac and cheese. The one thing I did not get is a fork to be able to eat my smoked mac and cheese. The bun, it don't have soft bun action. It cracked as soon as I pushed on it. So it has seen a little bit of air. That does not mean it's soft on the inside. Here's their pulled pork. It actually has a really, really good flavor without the barbecue sauce. So there, you see it. Let's aim you back up here so you can see me. Not like you want to see me, right? I know it's been a while since I've done one of these food reviews. But from where I sometimes do food reviews here, I have some Dollar Tree plasticware. Because you would be shocked how many restaurants actually forget to give you silverware. So here's what we're going to try first. We're going to try the mac and cheese. And their mac and cheese actually has some infused pulled pork in it. Or pulled chicken, one or the other. Not sure which one. But here we go. I actually like that flavor. I like the smoke flavor. It's not a real strong cheese flavor. And whatever kind of cheese they use, it's good. But it's not although it's creamy, it's got, after you eat it, it's got the texture, almost leaves like a powdery texture in your mouth. So it's very good, but it's not one of them smooth after textures of the cheese. No. And it's not just one type of cheese, I don't think. I think they have a mixture of cheeses in here. And there's one of them that actually gives it that non-smooth flavor. So, when it comes to pulled pork barbecue sandwiches like this, there's always more meat on it than you can eat on a sandwich. So I always pull about half of the meat off, honestly, and then I have meat to eat afterwards. All right. if I can. There we go. Let me get to my napkins down here. And the reason I ain't been doing very many food reviews lately is because ever since the first of the year, I've been trying to watch what I eat. The only day I really have cheat days is Sunday. Sunday's my cheat day. Other than that, I watch portion, I watch carbs, I watch calories, I watch added sugar, and the portion and carbs are probably the biggest thing, because if your carbs are low, usually your added sugar is low and your calories are low. So here's their barbecue sauce. That is good. So now we're going to put some barbecue on the sandwich. And we're going to try the sandwich. Now, this is a pet peeve. I'm trying to pick the sandwich up, and there's so much moisture in the bottom. I want you to look at this bun. It's goo. The bottom of my bun is goo. So I don't know if they didn't strain off liquid, if my bun was sitting in water, but it's not the texture of a bun, it's goo. The pulled pork is very good. The bun at one time looks like it had texture. It had sustainability. It currently is goo, the bottom of it. So I'm gonna take a bite, but it's gonna be, the way I'm holding it's gonna be right on that goo. That goo is 3/4 of that bottom bun. So let's spin it around. That bun is entirely stale. I usually do good food reviews here. I was craving a good pulled pork sandwich, and the pork is phenomenal. The mac and cheese is really good. It just has that weird texture thing at the end. But this may be the worst bun I have ever got on any pulled pork sandwich I've ever had. So we're going to eat the pulled pork without the bun. If you come here, I don't know if it's regular that their buns have turned to goo. Look, I'm trying to just get the bun off the pulled pork. So, the meat, well worth it. The mac and cheese, well worth it. The barbecue sauce, it tastes like they might get it bottled in, but it's a very good barbecue sauce. I don't think it's homemade barbecue sauce. It may be, but it honestly tastes almost like a Sweet Baby Ray's with something added to it. That's what it tastes like. And it's seasoning they added, because you can see the big pieces of pepper in it. So, but as you can tell, there's my bun. It's not edible. It's completely stale. So we're going to be eating. Definitely would have much rather had Fat Boy Q. Although this pork is very good. I gave $13 for this. So, right at 14, I think. Good thing I keep silverware in the truck, huh? Otherwise, I wouldn't have had anything to eat this with. But a little bit of barbecue sauce on my mac and cheese, a little bit more meat. And the only thing we're missing is like some of that queso, and we can almost have ourselves a signature Q bowl without the quality of Fat Boy Q. Although their barbecue sauce goes really good with their mac and cheese. If you've never dipped mac and cheese in barbecue sauce, I highly recommend it. Some people think I'm crazy for that. Go ahead and think I'm crazy. Leave it for me. But this is, I do like their pulled pork. You gotta do something wrong though to not have a good pulled pork. So, because I love pulled pork. It is not Fat Boy Q, like I've said a few times. And I know Rick's Barbecue had better pulled pork too, but they don't exist anymore. And City Barbecue out of Columbus is much, much better than this. Much, much. But it's a long drive. This is very, if you come here, see if you can just buy some pulled pork, take it home, and get some of those dollar package of buns, the oven fresh ones from Save-A-Lot or somewhere like that. Or even those little Sara Lee or Heiner square dinner rolls that you can get like down at the River or certain places that sell dinners. Because that bread would be a blue million times better than that stale bun they tried to give me. That stale, gooey bun. The top was stale and hard and cracked and broke. No SBA on it. If anybody wants to know what SBA is, you can thank Dame Drops. He's another YouTuber. I don't need to link him because he has millions of subscribers, if I'm not mistaken. So if you know anything about food reviews on YouTube, you know about Dame Drops. He's so popular, he even has a show on Netflix called Fresh, Fried, and Crispy. I do highly recommend it. He is hilarious and it's fun to watch. So, and while you're at it, if you like people who do a little bit of cooking, I would check Mandy in the Making here on YouTube. Her and her husband, the commentator, is hilarious. And they introduced me to some really, really good seasonings to cook at home. But if you're in Ironton and you're looking for some pulled pork barbecue or any type of barbecue, just so you know, I've never had bad meat from here. Their ribs have always been pretty good. Their pulled chicken's probably the best meat I've gotten here. I would much rather have Smokin' Jay's or City Barbecue or Fat Boy Q or Rick's if it was still around, but it's no longer in business. But this is barbecue. It's the worst thing I've actually, get this, I've tried their pastas, their New Orleans or Cajun style pasta, phenomenal. Had it 3 times. All 3 times I've gotten it, they were out of bread for it. The pasta dishes are supposed to come with some kind of garlic roll, or now I think it might be breadsticks because they've changed a little bit. But they were supposed to come with bread. Every single time I've ate here, they've been out of the bread. So this is the first time actually that I got everything I ordered, even though I couldn't eat part of it. So they are a bit on the pricey side for what you get, but the time it would take you to actually make this stuff, it's well worth it if you ain't got time to go to Ashland or somewhere else, or Fat Boy Q ain't set up in town somewhere, because he has a food truck. He has a food truck and he has better quality barbecue. But I do not say don't try the Armory, because they got some really good stuff here. The one thing outside of the food that I would recommend is clean your carpet. The reason why I recommend that, as soon as I walked in the door, I smelled that soured, spoiled carpet smell you smell whenever you go in places that have not cleaned their carpets in a while. It was clean inside. You could just tell the carpets hadn't been cleaned in a while because they had that soured smell to them. I know it costs a little bit. Just have Stanley Steamer come. Hey, 2 women and a dude cleaning services. They do commercial and residential. They're right here in town. You could sponsor the owner of its wrestling organization. Probably work out a deal for you for a sponsorship of his wrestling organization. He's an awesome dude. His name's Joe Pace. I highly recommend having them come in and clean your carpets. But this, the mac and cheese is really good. That was probably my favorite thing. Yeah, as you can see, dun, 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 dun. Probably the worst bun I've ever got from a restaurant. Even worse than fast food restaurant buns I've gotten. Even the ones I got that did not have very fresh buns, at least they weren't goo, right? All right, guys, we'll see you later. That was It's Kimball reacting to some food on this Sunday, cheat day, Mother's Day. I'll try to get this edited and get it up pretty quick. I stay pretty busy during the week, so I keep my Bible readings on here mostly. But I do recommend coming here and trying it, because it could have just, I've never gotten horrible food from this place. Something I've got has always been really good, but every single time I've been here, there's something that was just eh. And today was probably the first time I got a huh, and that was in the bun. So, but y'all stay blessed. Have a wonderful day. I love you all. And see you soon. I will be recording a video of Luke chapter, I think it's 16, later on today. And I won't have to edit this much, but I will have to make a thumbnail for it, right? But see y'all soon. God bless.